Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Last time we made our way back here to Ellicor, specifically Aquaria, because now we're going to go and steal, procure or use something to do with the Sacred Orb. We need it for something, you know, gotta get into that little discontinuous space that the owner Luther is barricaded himself in. And in order to do that, I think we should probably ask for permission first. I didn't realize this was not a voiced cutscene. But anyway. Yeah. Strange, you know, the ones that we saw on the way into town, the ones that you could not miss while walking out of town. Oh, I'm sure it's not. Impossible. It's funny that even when we make ridiculous requests, she still tells him to shut up. We will not fail, because if we do, we can just, you know, load our game up and try again. Well, that was nice. Now, with that being said, we can now talk to these two, so let's do that. Probably a good idea. She has a decent amount of dialogue from what I remember. Now all of a sudden I'm thinking Green Lantern's light. Oh, well that's good. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Vile wind. Well, that's no good at all. So we're pretty much hooped. Oh, it's affected the Guardians at the Shrine of Kadan. So yeah, basically what she's saying is we're hooped. Now, this scene
sorry for keeping you waiting a little there.
Could have played out earlier. You can do this as soon as right before the war with Eriglyph breaks out, and you can do the scene at this point, though if you do try and come here after the war's broken out, you can't do it until this point, I think. This guy...
Your Majesty, I want to apologize most sincerely for my late arrival in the midst of this terrible crisis in Aquaria.
It's been a long time, Adray. Were you off on some mission in distant lands?
And she doesn't even know the missions that he's on.
You can say that again. I was investigating an island nation off the northern coast of Gate.
A place we haven't been.
Makes me wonder how important it is to investigate places so remote. They aren't even shown on the map.
You're back much earlier than I expected.
I have a feeling Lascelles tried to send him away.
We have reports that there was a new king in that land last year. And we also heard that the younger brother of the previous king has come to Gate. This situation warrants...
Shut up, Lascelles!
Thank you!
Warriors should always be sent to where their country needs them the most, right?
Lascelles is so useless. He looks like he's trying to steal the throne.
The world is much more complicated than you know. Some problems cannot be solved with a fist.
But he doesn't use fists.
Barbarian? You're like a little tiny bird. Chirp, chirp, chirp. I'll pulverize you.
Go ahead, try it. If we let men like you infest our kingdom, it would destroy us all. I won't bow down to barbarians like you, even if it means my life.
Why, you little whippersnapper.
You think all you need to do is yell and you'll get your way. Stop acting a child.
And you're all talk but no walk at all. Idealism is worthless if you lack the strength to protect yourself. If words were enough, anyone could just say whatever they want.
I guess that's true, but you do need thought behind your
Enough,
actions.
both of you. You're acting like fools in front of fate.
I find it funny that she
I
names
lost myself
Fate by
in
name
terms.
and doesn't worry about anyone else with him, including her own people in Nell.
So you're Fate. Perfect. I'm Adray. Adray Lasbar. So what do you say?
We
You
know
take
that
me with
last
you on
name,
your
by the way.
journeys?
What?
I've heard of all you've done for my aquarium. I also heard that your difficult journeys are not yet over. So that's why, in order to thank you for saving my country, it's only natural that I lend a hand. Wouldn't you agree?
Adray, do you wish to assist Fate by accompanying him on his journeys?
A brilliant idea. You will face grave dangers on this mission. This man is a formidable opponent and should prove a valuable asset to you. When it comes to fighting, he can more than hold his own.
Really?
Well,
He looks like he could. Unfortunately, because
Come
he
on,
looks
youngster,
powerful,
no
that
need to
must
be
mean
shy.
that he's weaker than
Don't
all
worry.
balls.
I may look old, but I still pack a punch.
You don't
Leave all the
use
fighting
fists.
to me. You and your friends can take it easy and watch from the sidelines. I don't mind.
Yeah. Now, that was weird. The audio of the waterfall switched from one side of the speaker to the other. Anyway, that leads me to an important point. This is the director's cut of the game. Mirage and Adray are required party members in this version of the game. I don't even think they're available in the original version. Of course, you don't have to worry about that if, you know, you're in North America, because the only version we got was the director's cut, which has battle trophies, and these two characters, and a bunch of balances to skills. As you can see, you get Adray at a really weak level. He's not very useful. He is a sword wielder, like I was kind of mentioning. You can get him before the war, and he would, you know, obviously you'd be getting two sword wielders at the same time, because, you know, you get before the war, you get Adray, and then right after the war, you get Albel. Neither are my favorite characters. Adray is probably, along with Roger, the two worst characters in the entire game. Let's take a look. Actually, let's look at symbology real quick, which is kind of unfortunate why he's forced in my party. I'd much rather take, you know, Pepita over Adray, but not Pepita over Albel. As you can see, he is kind of a red mage. Very much a red mage, in fact, because he uses a sword and he does decent physical damage as well. But that's all he does. He does weak spells and weak physical attacks. I won't be using him. There is no need to use him. Though, now I think, yeah, see, he actually gets his spells, and so does Sophia, as battle skills, so that you can use them without charge time, or at least without as much charge time. You can also get abilities to reduce the amount of spell, or amount of charge time, like half casting time, 2/3 casting time, that kind of thing. I haven't been doing this with anybody, as you might have seen here. So yeah, we can build up a bunch of things here. Let's just do that real quick. Good enough. I'll leave you alone. I want to get you more HP. And we maxed those out. There we go. Maxed, nearly maxed. Nell's gonna need a little more. Unfortunately, here we got Mirage. I'm gonna do hers later. I'm gonna figure out a decent strategy for that, because I don't think I'm gonna use her, but she does need some additional HP. And I am gonna switch up my party relatively soon here. I just threw Nell in there briefly. I do want to use Nell and Mirage, because Mirage actually does have some use, though I'm probably gonna have to control her for a little while so that she can gain some levels. Which she will level up relatively fast, as she's like half the level of everybody else. I don't have a really good third party member, because Adray sucks too. The only other party member, we need now just have one spot, the 8th and final party member, and that is Albel. I don't want to recruit him yet because, like, I will show off another fight with him because there is another fight available. There's actually 2 more, and I want to be able to show off both. At this point, I think we have access to the next one, so I will look into that and see about that when the final fight is available. And I will get all that figured out and reset up my party, and then we can move on. Let's see, where am I going here? I think these are not required cutscenes, if I remember correctly. I think what you can do is if you don't view that scene to recruit Adray, if you try and go straight to Kadan, you can. But when you go to the next area, he will show up and you'll have a different cutscene with him. I'm not going to show off both because it really doesn't matter. But just kind of be aware that he is a required party member. There is no way around that. With that being said, like I said, I'm going to get all my stuff set up and organized, and I will see you when I'm done. Okay, we're back, and as you can tell, we are in Paterni here. So, this is the person I actually want to talk to, Meryl. Now, I know that I was going to just set up my party and see about Albel, but in doing so I realized that I needed some other people in order to do that. So, if you show her the toolkit that we found in Sphere, which is why you absolutely must get this, you give her this, and she joins. Okay, apparently some person I've never heard of is the king of mechanical tools. Anyway, she is good at engineering, and not only that, she is necessary. So we just put her there. Now, I will meet you for one more adventure today in Suferio, and we'll recruit one more there, and I'll explain that whole situation in a moment. Okay, so we've made our way to Suferio. Now, this is where I want to meet you, right around here. Now, if you check out your invention... Oh, I guess we're going to do another one of these. Never mind.
Looking good.
What are you doing, Welch? Welch?
Huh?
I don't think the camera's going to respond.
Don't tell me it's... Hey! Didn't I tell you to turn off the camera?
Yeah, played for comedy every time. With that said, got a couple of things there that I don't care about, but more importantly, let's check our inventor info. In order to get the next inventor, you need Meryl, which we just picked up, and who else do we need? We need Vanilla, and last we need the useless one himself, whatever. I think I always call him D. Jensen or something like that. This dude, the Inventor King, whatever. You get him. You also need to get the blueprints, which we got from the Ruddle and Rumina side quest earlier in the game. I think that's in here somewhere. And you also need... Is it in valuables? Yes, it is. And you also need the AI program, which we got from one of the sisters in Sphere Company. If you have these 2 items and those 3 inventors, and you approach this thing that we saw earlier in the game, we can actually repair it, and it will become an inventor. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh god. He's a creepy bugger, isn't he? Okay. But yeah, between the 3 of them and the 2 items, we can actually repair this guy. So the only ones seem to be doing what they're supposed to be doing is Vanilla. We don't want to sell it. We want to get the guy as an inventor. Please. Burn it. Oh, God. Oh, that's funny. That's creepy. That's true. Some comedy is done well, others is not. And basically I'm referring to the anime style of comedy you get with a lot of, JRPGs and anime and stuff like that. Sometimes it just works and sometimes it just doesn't. It's hard for me to explain how to make it work. Because it either does or it doesn't. And yeah. Boo hoo hoo. I think somebody got slapped. I understand not wanting to animate this entire sequence, but really they could have done with a little more than, a black screen. It's kind of, oh well. You think? Darndest, huh? Here we go. I'm assuming it's getting zapped with electricity. I like the way this scene ended. Oh, maybe she's from Greeton, I'm not sure. We never get access to it, but anyway, she names him Isaac. And he has a rate of 65, and he's also very, very fast. So I'm going to put you there. And now the reason, well, there you go. The reason why I want to do this, take a look at inventors. Yeah, age is 99. He is super fast. Yes, minus 50%. That is incredibly useful. Now, he also has the best engineering stat in the game, so I now have a decent party with which to make bombs. And now the reason why I want to make bombs is because the next version of Albel that we'll fight actually has a lot of MP. And if you want to get the battle trophy for killing him with only items, you're going to need a more reliable way of making good bombs. While we're here, we might as well check this out. I believe now the retail rabbit is ready to sell me his good stuff. Let's see here. No, I don't know why he's not selling me the good stuff. The other one should be available. The Ruddle and Rumina side quest should be done and set up in Aquaria, so I'll check that out at some point too. But for now, I'm gonna go and make some more bombs, and then I will meet you over by Albel. We'll show off briefly another incarnation of the fight where I just show you how to get the battle trophy, and then we will move on. Okay, we're back in front of Albel's door again, or Trocel's door, one of the two. Now, I've done the item creation that I needed to off-screen, and with recruiting, what's his name, Isaac there, it's now a lot easier to make certain things. Let's see, we've got some junk. Strange book. I actually need this. Nice. Now that saves me having to do that myself, because I need to do that in order to recruit somebody. That's cool. That's 2 items that have happened. And stun bombs from Puppy. There's R1 through R4. All of them are exceptionally good and very useful, and I will be using them to a great amount. As you notice there, the quantity is 60, so I can buy 60, up to 60 from the shop before they'll run out, so that's really nice. Other than that, some useless thing that I don't care about, and some other junk that I don't care about. Now, in addition to making bombs, I also made a particle laser. Now, the team I was using was Cliff, Meryl, and Isaac for all of these items. And I made that as well as the bomb. So the ES hybrid device, I know I've already given you values on these with other teams, but with this current team of Cliff, Meryl, and Isaac, the value is between 410 and 452 full. That's for the ES hybrid device. for the ES Hybrid Bomb, which is the other one I made, we have a value between 220 and 242. And for the particle laser that I made, we're looking for a value of between 7,068 and 7,812. Now, the reason why we want the particle laser is because it's a new weapon for Maria. It's not that good as far as blank weapons go. It's probably one of the worst of the bunch. Other than, I'd say, yeah, well, I guess Mel doesn't really have one because it's got ice damage on it. So anyway, it's better than what she was using, so might as well give it to her. And as far as this version of Albel, do kind of pay attention here. I've turned on skip event because I don't need to watch the scene again. Nothing's changed since last time. And I've undone all the stuff I did last time. Now, in order to do this one, you need to take down all of his MP. Just like before, with only items. That's the battle trophy.
Be careful!
Unfortunately, what they don't really tell you is how much MP he has this time around. 60,000 MP and 120,000 HP. HP, it'll take much longer to do, so we're just going to do MP. In order to do this, we need 20 hybrid explosives and I think 7 hybrid bombs, so this is going to take some time. I'm actually going to turn on fast forward. Basically, I'm just going to run. And basically, this is all you do for the fight if you want the battle trophy. Over and over and over and over again. The reason why you run is because sometimes it can screw up the AI of the enemies and they won't chase after you as much. Because if you stand still... Ah, crap. I screwed it up. So anyway, yeah. Basically, this is the process anyway. I probably won't even get it anymore because I hit the button and I didn't mean to. Which is the unfortunate thing when you're trying to do this fast, is you end up pressing a button. I didn't do any damage, so I might still get it. So we'll see anyway. If I don't show it off, I've at least shown you how to get the items in order to do it, and the basic process of how you'll stay far enough away from them the entire fight. So just kind of be careful, don't get in too much of a rush like me. I'm always in a rush, so... It's unfortunate that I have to speed up the awesome music here, but this episode's running a little long as is, so come on, here we go. Let's see if I actually get credit for it. I'll be kind of interested in that. Here we go. I think that one does 1,500 damage, while the other one did 2,500, both HP and MP. So you are taking down his MP and his HP at the same time, but since he has so much less of the MP, it's much easier to kill him that way. Alright, almost got him. Yeah, so I don't get credit for it, but I've basically shown you the process. And depending on when you beat him, you get different results, different amounts of experience, he has different HP, he also drops different items. Now, this is the only opportunity you have to do this particular version of Albel. Just like when you first got back to Elicor was the first chance of getting the Albel 2 battle trophy, this is your only chance of getting the Albel 3 one, is when you just get back here again. Because if you go and get the Sacred Orb, that's the cutoff point for that one, and then you'll get the 4th version. There's no battle trophy for the 4th version. That's when I'm going to recruit Albel, because it makes a lot more sense to do it then. I can show off the final encounter with him and give him a little better of a show, because he's a lot more powerful at that point. Anyway, that's all for this episode, and next time we will meet you in Aquaria. We'll show off the shop there of Brudel and Rumina. Hopefully that one's there at this point. I'm not 100% sure because I never actually go to them after the point, because the items you get there are worse than the ones I can item create already, so I just wanted to show it. Anyway, so that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.